And then, okay, so Trump went on Fox and Friends, and there was a lot of talk.
Said he's begun.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, so this was him on the phone with Fox and Friends. And there's, I think we have, we got time for more. I have to leave like almost right at 6 because Summer and I are going to dinner. She made dinner plans. So she's my baby, and we're going to dinner. She wants to have dinner plans. We have to leave by like 10 minutes after 6. So we'll get, I'll skip around on this because nobody needs all of this shit. But this is Trump calling into Fox and Friends.
45th and 47th President Donald J. Trump. Mr. President, thanks so much for joining Fox and Friends this morning.
Good morning. That's quite a crew. That's quite a crew.
Well, Mr. President, the whole world was watching yesterday as you got leaders from the European Union, NATO, as well, from all over the world. How did you get them to Washington, to the Oval Office so fast?
Well, I think really they have respect for our country again. A year ago, they wouldn't have come. They wouldn't have even thought about it. Now, we've become the hottest country anywhere in the world. Everybody wants to be here.
Oh, okay. No, the reason they came is because they knew he needed hand-holding. That's why. Hold on. This is it. Yeah. They were like, we're going to show. It isn't because they're coming because the United States is hot. It's because they came to show unity behind Zelensky. Period.
The call, they came, and they said there's really never been anything like it. You know, you'd have one president or one prime minister, but there's never been, such a group. And these really...
Well, that's never been necessary before. Nobody has ever had to talk the U.S. president into being pro-democracy before.
Represent the European nations, these people.
Yeah, certainly during the Cold War, nobody came over and went, hey, I don't know if the Russians have your best... the best of intentions in this circumstance, sir.
They're very good people, and they want to end the war, that horrible war with Ukraine and Russia. It's a horrible war.
The horror. You're an errand boy. I ate a bug. I swallowed a bug.
It was such a sense of unity, and
unity.
all enjoyed watching it because America is on top, and it was on your turf, on your terms. I know yesterday you...
Yes, yes, Queen, on your terms. Don't let them tell you how to be, sister.
About arranging a meeting to take place in 2 weeks between Putin and Zelensky. Is there an update there, and do you plan to attend?
No, I thought I'd do first let them meet. You know, they haven't been exactly best friends. They haven't gotten along very well. And I called President yesterday, and I do have a good relationship, but it only matters if we get things done. Otherwise, I don't care about the relationship. I do have a good...
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what you call a transactional relationship, or a transactional attitude towards your fellow human beings. Unless I get something out of this, I don't care. Happy birthday, Melania. I don't know when her birthday is, but
relationship.
He's not going to tell her, so somebody has to.
But I want to get things done. You know, I've solved 7 wars. We ended 7 wars. I thought this would be one of the easier ones, and this has turned out to be the toughest one. India, Pakistan, I mean, these were big ones, and also all big ones, and some going for 31, 32 years, one for 35 years. The Congo, think of that, the Congo and Rwanda for 35 years. I got that one done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. He got it done. It's done. Sorry. Let's see. Yeah, he got it done. He got it done like a week ago, right? Massacres in East Congo cast doubt on U.S.-mediated peace deal. When was that? That was a long time ago. Oh, August 20th, 2025. Kinshasa, DRC. Rwanda-backed M23 rebels in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo killed 141 villagers in July. Human Rights Watch said Wednesday, despite hopes that President Trump's backed peace talks would end long-running violence in the troubled region, the rights organization found that the rebels committed massacres in at least 14 villages in the provinces of North Kivu in eastern Congo between July 10th and 30th. The attacks targeted mostly ethnic Hutu villagers, according to Human Rights Watch, as part of an apparent military campaign by the M23 against Hutu extremist military democratic forces of the Liberation of Rwanda, or FDLR. That's why there actually is no war between Congo and Rwanda. It's these separatist and past fighting forces that lay claim to the area, but whatever. Okay. Eastern Congo, most of the vast reserves of critical minerals, has ensured armed conflict for more than 3 decades. The violence traces back to the aftermath of the 1994 genocide in neighboring Rwanda. While the Hutu-dominated regime collapsed and millions of people, including Hutu extremists, fled into the Congo, their arrival fueled a cycle of wars and instability that continues today. M23 rebellion grew out of the earlier Tutsi-led militaries in the region, now operates as a proxy force for Rwanda's interests. The scale of recent killings in northern Kivu is likely larger than reported by Human Rights Watch, which compiled a list of people either killed or feared dead. The UN announced in early August that M23 had killed at least 319 villagers in North Kivu, citing first-hand accounts gathered by UN rights investigators. Sorry, what were you saying about Rwanda and you got what?
It's the Congo. Think of that. The Congo and Rwanda for 35 years. I got that one done.
Yeah, you got it done. Somebody call the UN and Human Rights Watch. I don't even know why. What are you guys still doing there?
I got them all done, but this one is the one that is the most difficult, and I thought it would be an easy one. So I hope...
Right, because you thought Putin would do you a solid. He's not going to. He wasn't then. He's not now.
President Putin is going to be good, and if he's not, it's going to be a rough situation. And I hope that President Zelensky, will do what he has to do. He has to show some flexibility also. The thing is a mess. This was started by Joe Biden.
No, it was not. It was started by Vladimir Putin.
It was a war that should have never happened. Millions of...
I agree. So blame Putin. Go, hey, why the fuck did you invade, dummy? Well, I couldn't have NATO on my doorstep. Well, Finland's got a bigger border than Ukraine does with you. And they're in NATO. What are you going to do, invade them, you dumb son of a bitch?
People are dead. The country's blown to pieces, Ukraine. And
no, it is not.
It's a shame. You know, my wife Melania wrote that beautiful note to President Putin about children.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful note. Tell us what was in it.
The children are devastated. They're taken away from their homes. The whole thing.
Sorry, they were taken away from their homes? They were taken away from their fucking country, you tool.
This is a war that would have never, ever, ever happened if we had a president.
Bullshit.
A real president.
So, Mr. President, it's been barely a week since you announced that first meeting in Alaska, and it's just been days since that meeting, and then you had the meeting yesterday. In the course of having these negotiations, what has surprised you the most between Zelensky and Putin?
Oh, my God. You don't expect to get actual details, do you?
In terms of their strength or weakness of their position right now?
Well, I think the fact that maybe they're getting along a little bit better than I thought. Otherwise, I wouldn't.
What the fuck?
Set up the 2 meeting. I would have set up the 3, a trilat. But I think they're doing a little bit better. There's been tremendous bad blood. And again, this was all worked out by an administration that didn't have a clue. And if you remember, they said, well, if you made a minor incursion, that would be okay. That was the end. The whole thing when Biden made that statement. But minor incursion, what does that mean? So I think that
you're offering them land they haven't even conquered yet, you fucking moron.
Okay.
Okay, real quick. I think I've got the answer to this, though, if I may, chat room, because I got to leave in a few minutes, and or somebody's going to be very upset. You know you're in deep shit if Alex Jones is worried about your health. This is Houseworks Mega Worldwide. Apparently, it's the cankling, the great cankling.
Nobody, I don't care who they are, can operate at the level he does and the intensity over long periods of time, nonstop. You can have the very best engine.
Oh, he's not. He stops all the time. He golfs. He sleeps more than you admit. He has other people tweet for him. They pre-stack a bunch of them to go in the middle of the night to give him this illusion worldwide that he never sleeps. It's part of the myth of him being an alpha. He sleeps a fucking ton.
Made by the Japanese.
It just doesn't help.
And you can't drive the car for 2 months straight, never turning the engine off. You just can't do it.
Okay.
And so,
especially a shitty old jalopy that you've done nothing but put like kerosene and sugar in the tank.
I said back when Biden was getting ready to run, back then I said his cognitive decline is serious, and showed videos from him months before where he still was a little weird but got a lot worse. I said, I think he's probably had another aneurysm or another stroke or something. He's already had a bunch of big brain surgeries. And they're like, oh, we're censoring you, fake news. And of course, it was all true.
Also, nobody ever censored him for saying any of this shit, ever.
This isn't going to go away because Trump's not going to cut his schedule back and take care of himself. Again, a 45-year-old man couldn't do this.
What the fuck is this? Last year, President Obama reportedly told his aides that he's really good at killing people.
So as the crisis
in 2013,
it's worse, and it's going to get worse because you can see him declining faster.
Ooh.
Faster. It's not super bad yet.
Oh, yes, it is.
But unlike Biden that was completely shot and had all these brain surgeries and the rest of it, Trump has got great genetics. He's tough. And if he takes care of himself,
he does not.
He can make it through these years and then after. But if he doesn't, he's going to have. I predict Trump is going to have some type of collapse within the next 12 months at the current.
Gee, you fucking think?
I'm not saying he's going to collapse.
No, I'm just looking at the actuarial tables for shit like old farts in ill health who have big fat cankles and a nunt that could swallow a fucking hippo's head.
I'm saying if he doesn't take his foot off the gas pedal, I guarantee you, and I've got stamina, way better than most people. If I had Trump's job at 51,
dude, you sit for your job all the time. The only time you do this show or clips from it, you're sitting in your fucking car. You don't post videos you in the middle of a goddamn jog.
For a month, I would have a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, but you have to have a nervous system that actually functions and care about shit.
So this isn't a criticism of Trump.
Yeah, it is.
But it'd be like taking an ultra marathon runner and saying, okay, you can run 100 miles in 2 days. Well, how about 300 in 2 days? You can't do it.
You can't run that far because you're so old.
That's not how it works.
You broken old fuck. All right, I gotta go because summer's we got dinner. And I got it. This is fun. Hold on. Oops. No, that's the wrong window, too. Where are you? There you go. Chat room. Hi. There you are. Hi. All right. So I got to say, again, and we can end on this note. If Alex Jones is worried about your health, you're fucked. You're definitely fucked. So it's a scary thing. But I'm sure we'll all be very sad. Like James Dobson. You know, the guy who used to torment women and gays? He's apparently no longer on the planet. So, you know. I guess that's there's an upside to that, I suppose. So, all right, I gotta run. I'll see you later. Damn it. I gotta go. Cause the dinner, we have a reservation, and she made the reservation. Rob Glenn's gonna be on with me tomorrow. We're going to be talking all kinds of sci-fi stuff and the news and why it matters and how we're at probably the smartest inflection point in human intellect because of the tools available to us, and we have the dumbest people running the fucking country that you could possibly have. That's kind of crucial. All right, that and much more tomorrow morning, and radio, afternoon show, and then radio, and then Sunday I'll be on Brian Karam's show. Tuesday I'm going to be on Steph's show. Thursday I'm going to be on the Terror show. Friday I got flappers. Something else. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, do I have this window? I do. Hold on.